how you all doing? Right then, let's get this thing ready to press that starter button. Well, touch wood. That's the carburetors done. Float lights must be alright as well. Perfectly splendid. Right, I think now we can get them on there. I did do a bit of touching up in there as well on the engine. Looks a bit better. Right then, we've got a good collection of carburetor manifold rubbers, whatever you want to call them. And we have picked 4 nice ones out, cleaned them up, and we have got the heat gun ready to get them supple. I've done that one already. That is nice and supple. I've got all the brackets as well, so let's get them done. So let's get the bit of paper off the inlets. Let's get these right, so there's only one way on these can go. They can't go on that way because they're too small. They can go on that way, but I don't know if you can tell they are a bit banana shaped, so you don't know whether you want them going up, going down. Okay, put that on there. We'll have them going up for now. I think that's right. Oh. Should they be going down? I think they should be going down. Right, let me get the other 3 on. I'll be back in a tick. Okay, that's all them on. Just got to tighten this. Just got to tighten this last clamp. I don't know if you can see, but on the top there is like a little pin that lines up with that little mark on the engine. So I'm pretty sure that's the. Don't tell you that in the book, but I'm pretty sure that's what those 2 marks mean. So anyway, we'll tighten that up and then we can get the airbox in there. That's got to be fun. Right then, let's try and get the airbox in there. That was a bloody nightmare to get out. That's it. Now we'll try and get underneath and get a little pipe in. We've got none of the springs for these. Right then, we've got to get these cables on. I think that's the pull cable, and that's the push cable. So we'll try and get the pull cable on first, which is going to look really, really difficult. They've got to go through there. Now, I don't think you can see it, but just there, there's a little eye, what that's got to go into. Hopefully you can see it. So, let's try and get that in there. cable. Oh, it's in a fashion. Get that one into that fixing point. That one's out again. Jesus. Oh my God. Right then, that's about the best I can get them. I have actually bolt should be in that notch there. I put it to the side so I can get them up tighter. Whether that's going to interfere with when I try to put the plastics on, that's a different matter. Now I've just got to tighten all the clamps up. And then that's it, carburetors on. Just a quick tip on these clamps. That should be underneath, like so. And the outer ones are easy enough to tighten. But the inner ones underneath there, it's impossible to hold anything anyway. So how I tightened the middle two was with a bit of wire. I had to hook it over the screw like that and push that down. But not this one, the middle one. And then I could hold the wire and put pressure on the screw. So it's just a simple tip if you are struggling with your inner two carburetor clamps. Right then, let's put some coolant in, well, some water. It's like I say, I want to fill it with water, get it to temperature, and then chuck the water out and then put some new coolant in. So let's try and do this without spilling. This is going to take a while, so I'll be back in a bit. Okay, so I think we're just about there. Yes, I think that'll do. I'm sure some of the eagle-eyed lot of you have noticed the intravenous petrol drip tank thing. So I think now, oh my God, I think now we're ready to turn the key and push the button. And I can honestly say, I am pretty scared. Right, let's get you in a decent position. Oh my God, I am pooing my pants. That should be alright about there. My God. Right, let's get this out of the way. You can tell I'm trying to put it off, can't you? Let's get that out of the way before it spills all over the place. Right, we've got a tank full of petrol. Carburetors are on and not leaking, as we all know. Here goes. Make sure it's on run and not off. We've got ignition. Oh my God, wish me luck. What? Did that just blow up or did it start? instead of that. Popping a bit, but the rest of it sounds alright. I think I know why that's popping. That choke link is not working, because the choke link has snapped off on this carburetor. Oh my God. It seems like they want adjusting again. Keep going. Yes, we're getting a bit fumey. Cool, let me go and get some air. Wow, I'm glad that started. Okay, so it did get up to temperature. The coolant fan did come on. The temperature gauge didn't work. Let's check to see if there's any air in the system. No, it's just hot water coming out there. And also this flow pipe here I've got coming out goes down to the reservoir at the bottom, which is this. There's a pipe coming down just there, that's what's coming from the top, and that should be going to this little pipe here. The top one apparently is the overflow, and this one should be the one that's going to that radiator cap, because it did start spurting out of there. Everything seemed okay. The tappets could do with another setup, but I think I'll run it in a bit more first. Like I say, it didn't run right till it got warmed up, and plus it's not got the vacuum pipe on, so when that connected to the tank might run a bit better. I've tried to turn the idle up, but that doesn't seem to turn. And that's about it, so now I've just got to let it cool down and then just take this bottom hose off and get out what I can. So I'll be back in a bit. Yes, it's not cooled down yet, but I'm back. The temperature gauge, just worked out why it's not working. This wire here goes onto that little thing there, but it doesn't connect very well. But if I press it on it, you'll see the gauge working. If I take it off it, the gauge will stop working. Ta-da! So we've just got to try and get a better connection for that, and then we've got a fuel gauge. Not a fuel gauge. Hope I have got a fuel gauge. A temperature gauge. Anyway, I'll be back in a bit. Well, that looks pretty clean, doesn't it? That looks really clean. Right then, let's fill it up with the proper stuff. Okay, so this is the third tub, and I think we're about there. Yep, that looks full. Squeeze that back up. Bit messy, Johnny. There we go. Right then, let's see if it still starts, and then we can get it back up to temperature. Welcome back. This is a few days later. I did take it through 2 heat cycles, let the engine run, and the fan cable went off and then came on again and went off. We've still got the popping because of the like broken link. It is actually like that. There's a choke what goes inside there, behind there, and it's got a little tab on the end there, which on that one, the little tab has broken off, so that choke isn't being pulled out, hence the backfiring. And I really don't want to take these all off again to try and get that choke out and replace it. That's not off this carburetor, these are off a Suzuki carburetors. Whether it fits that, I don't know. There was another problem, like I said before, that the coolant pipe what went from there, and I had it going to the top of the header tank, and it should have been going to the bottom of the header tank. I did fix it on and put it to the bottom one there, and it was still dripping out very slowly because the pipe is not the correct pipe. So I've ordered a correct pipe, and not sure what's going off just there. Doesn't look too clever, does it? Why is there coolant coming out there? Where's that coming from? Where the hell is that coming from, Johnny? Can't be coming out there, surely. There's obviously a drip down there where it's been dripping. Please don't say you're coming out there. How can it come out there? It's not coming out there, that's for sure. Oh my God, what's going on? Please don't tell me there's coolant coming out there. How could it be coming out the cylinder? Would it be coming out the cylinder? Yeah, it would it? Oh my God. Please don't say the base gasket's not sealed properly. Oh my God. Don't say that. Anyway, I have to keep my eye on that, and if it's got to come to bits, it's got to come to bits. Like I say, I've got to wait for that pipe to come, and also I put that on there, just a USB port and a auxiliary port, USB sockets, plus I've got this which I can plug in. Plug that into there, then if I turn it on, we can see how many volts we've got. And that says 11.9. And hopefully it's going to say 14 something when we have it running, but I haven't tried it yet. So we've done that. Also what I'm doing, bring it round to the front. All this you can see inside, which I don't like, especially seeing that screw. So what I've done is marked it off from this side, and I'm going to take it off, rub the opposite side down lightly with some paper, and then spray it black, and then stick one of those on there. I did want white, but they did have white, so I thought, sod it, just Kawasaki, get a green. So let's get this off, rub it down and paint it while we're waiting for the pipe. Okay, so we've got the screen off. I've got the tape on the inside of the screen. Just giving it a light rub down. Now we can clean that off with some glass cleaner and then give it a black spray. Okay, so we've got it all masked up. I've got it good clean with the trusty old window clean. Now let's get some matte black on it. That'll do for the first coat. Okay, so that's just had about the 5th coat on it. So that'll do for now. Let that dry off, and we'll get all the masking off. Put it back on the bike. Looks alright on the other side. Pretty good actually. There we are, get that last bit off. Get this side off. Final bit. Look at that. Like it was supposed to be there. So that's just a bit of insulation tape. There's got a crack there, but beggars can't be choosers. So let's get it back on. Right then, let's get this screen back on. There we go. I believe that looks so much better than what it looked before. Unfortunately, now I've done that, I've just realised I got a big problem. Oh my god. Terrific. So there you go, just when you think you'll get into the finishing line. Anyway, take care, stay safe, look after yourselves, and I'll see you, hopefully,
I'll see you in another life, brother.
next week.